In this video, we are going to talk about performing multivariate linear regression and also bivariate or simple linear regression using a combination of categorical and continuous independent variables or predictor variables. So in our data set, we have so many columns, but our interest is on BP, how age, gender, and BMI influence the BP. And this study has been conducted from by Efron or something, and the total sample size is 442. So when you look at all rows, you see 442, and it's an example data set. So the first thing I need to do after identifying my variables which are close, click on Analyze Fit Model. So this platform allows you to do any kind of prediction, either regression or any type of analysis that needs prediction. So let's say generalized linear modeling, linear regression, logistic regression, whether binary, multinomial, and any other. So since I've identified my variable to be BP, I know that the assumption of linear regression has already been met in my study, so I don't need to check that. So I'll just click on this and click on Y. We have it here. So you see the personality now changed to standard least squares, and we have effects leverage. So I'll click on this, age, hold my command, or I'll just click on age, add, click on gender, add, and BMI, I will add again. So I can make it so simple to come back to my model specification by clicking on keep dialog open. So I'll click on run, and I have my output. So the first thing you see is the actual by predicted plot, and you can see the R square, RMSE, and also P value. So the next heading is effect summary. So you see BMI, log width is 13.883. It means that it contributes significantly to this model. So and it's significant. This one is also significant. So one thing about JMP is that with the effect summary, you're able to know variables that are significant and those non-significant before you move to the final or actual results. So you scroll down, you see residual by predicted plot. I can decide to resize it to see how well they are distributed. So you can even resize it, just point, you see it becomes double arrow. You can resize it, you can bring it back and all that. So you scroll down again and you see the output. So we have what we call, I have this as default. So we have this as the estimates, parameter estimates. So you see the estimate is positive, means an increase in age result in increase in what? BP level. Gender to the category, selected category was female and it was positive. So females had higher BP, or an increase or being a female means that your BP will increase. So that's why we see hypertension more in females. So you look at the BMI too. 1 unit increase in BMI results in an increase in BP body. So it means that BMI, gender, being a female, and also age has an influence on BP. But you should note this, age is not categorical. So it means that as age increases, BP level or pressure also increases. So, but one thing I like about JMP is that since we have a categorical variable, we need to dummy code them, which we have not done. So it gives us automatically the estimates. But in order to get the estimates of someone who has dummy coded his variables before inputting into the model, just click on response up here. You see estimates, then you see indicator parameterization estimates. Click on it, and the estimates you get are the dummy coded. So look at them. You see that there is slight changes in the estimates. You see, so if you want to report, you can use this, but it is advisable you use the indicator function parameterization, because that one gives you an estimate based on the dummy code. So behind the scenes, it's going to dummy code the variables and do the calculation for you. But one pitfall of that is that you realize that automatically JMP has chosen female as a category of interest and male as reference category. Let's say for your study you want to use females as your reference category and males as your interest category. So you just minimize this to come back to gender. Right click on the column, you see column properties, then you see value order. Click on it. So you see this is how it is. So any variable that is always, or any level that is always, or category that is always the last is the reference category. So since males or male is the last category from these two binary levels, it means that it will be a reference category. So if you want female to be a reference category, we just click on this, move selected in the order, click on this, it becomes, so we click again. So come back to this and we can rerun the model. So you just click here, redo analysis, and we have an output. So you see that we have males now as the category of interest. However, being a male was associated with decreased BP. So even if you don't want to do the redo analysis, you can just close all this, build your model again, just come here, click on recall, and you click on run, and you have the same output with the same estimates. For my PC, it's default for the indicator function parameterization, but for your own benefit, just click on this drop down arrow, estimates, then you choose this. Let's say I want to see the VIF, variance inflation factor. I'll just right click on this, then column, you see it here. So just right click on this column, then you see VIF, then you have your estimates which are below 0.5, which is below 5.